Hi everyone. I thought that for part of my synthesis for week 13 and social reading, I would post a video, less than 3 minutes, which is what we did on Flipgrid, but really synthesizing what we talked about this week, which all comes back to connections. How are we connecting with people through books, whether it be in person or online? How do we as librarians facilitate those connections for our students, especially in situations where they could potentially be bullied or otherwise engaged in uncool behavior from their other students, whether it's all of them demanding to read the same book, as was brought up in the conversation, or, making sure that we have online spaces available for them. Reading has always been social. It's always been a social activity, but the way we socialize has changed, and who we interact with has also changed. Now we have much more access to the authors that the students are connecting with, and everyone is inspiring everyone. And I think that's a really good and interesting way to approach these types of things. How are these kids getting inspired? How are we as librarians helping inspire them? Who are they connecting with online? Who are their favorite creators? We brought up the fact that YouTubers are getting book deals and then asking their followers what they should include in the books. And we're talking about how, John Green was really inspired by Nerdfighteria and his people there, and how people meet online and in person all the time, and it just sort of reinforces all of those things. So I think that that's a really good way to look at this. All we are is creating connections and doing it around things that people love. Like, people make connections over TV shows and movies and fandoms. And as librarians and educators, we should facilitate that through books. And I think it's our responsibility, and what we talked about is knowing how to do that both in person and online. Are we creating great summer book programs? Are we creating really fun and interesting ways to integrate technology into classrooms? Are we providing safe spaces for them to do that, like on Biblionasium? That's what we really need to think about. And I think that brings us into next week, which we'll be talking about issues and fears around social media and around what some issues that we can be getting into there. And I think, again, we as educators and librarians can really do the work of making sure these online spaces are safe for kids and that they're really connecting to each other and to creators in a really great and interesting and fun way. Thanks everyone for all of your thoughts this week. It was so much fun listening to them.